Hey everybody. How y'all doing? How you doing out there? It's so wonderful, so wonderful, so wonderful. Happy Friday. Oh my God, this week has been crazy, right? Um we have a great show lined up for you all tonight. I have a super duper guest that's going to be joining me in a few seconds, just waiting for her to get on. And you know how it is with this technical stuff. It's so hard to try to, get yourself together and get on. So just bear with us on tonight. I just want to say, oh man, I had a very busy week this week, and things is just like, going from one extreme to the other. But tonight we're going to be talking about blended families. I have a lot to say about that because I am a blended family. My wife and I blended, and we blended with, oh God, almost a dozen kids and some grandkids. So it was amazing. It has been a journey. So I want you all to stay tuned and just stay tuned to the show and just watch. Again, I'm on a little early, so those of y'all who get it on, take your time because I will be waiting for you, so you don't even have to worry about it. Hold on 1 minute. So how everybody out there doing tonight? Our number is, y'all have to write the number down so you all can get in and talk and join in. The number is 240-661-7539. 240-661-7539. And all, so we can get in and we can talk and we can, have a good time tonight because we're going to be talking about blended family. I have a special guest for y'all, and she getting on now, and I'm so excited. So I need everybody to get on. I need you to press like. I need you to press share. I need you to press like, and I need you to press share. So get on, get on, get on, get on, get on. We're going to have a great time on tonight. So get on and let's have a good time. Okay? So I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. We're going to be talking about blended families. I'm trying to wait till a couple more people get on, and we're going to start. So just give me a second. Just bear with me, you all, because, this technical stuff can get sometime a little bit out of it. Yes. So I have my okay. So I want to just go ahead and start. I just want to say to everybody out there who are family are fighting the COVID, and family or fighting other diseases, or just any other differences. It could be a mental health issue or whatever it is, bipolarism. And I've seen a lot of stuff that's posted on my page concerning mental health. And I just want to say to everybody out there, my heart goes out to you and your family members. It is a hard thing to fight, and it's a hard thing to deal with. So I just want you to know you are not alone in that. So please, know that we are here for you. If you need to inbox me, if you need me to pray for you, I'm here for you. So just let me know, and I will be glad to do so. So again, I'm here, and I'm just want you all to know that. So another room, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to work a lot of things at one time because I'm trying to get my guests on, and we are having some kind of difficulty. So I want to keep on going. So again, I just want to say to all those who family members are dealing and struggling with the COVID is not over, you all. I heard that they will be doing another shutdown, and we will all be going back into quarantine. Those first steps, those second steps that we have taken, things are getting worse in a lot of places, in a lot of states, and they are trying to, as they say, grab a hold of this thing. So I need everybody to continue to practice social distancing, continue to practice to wash your hands, to wear your gloves going in the supermarket, to put on your mask. I even heard that people are putting things on their head to try to keep this COVID from coming home with them. And I also heard that a lot of people are trying to wear layers of clothing, so when they taking things off when they go home, that they are safe, and they to just pull things off and go into their house and throw it in the washer or throw it in the dryer. Before I wash my clothes coming inside, I always dry them first. And I dry them first so the heat can kill whatever bacteria, whatever is outside. And you know what, guys? That's something that I've always have done. Working in the hospitals, working at Aventis, working at Lakeside, working at any hospital that I have worked at. I always made sure that when I came in the door, being that I had small children at the time, and now I have small grandchildren. I have a wife that system is compromised, and of course I have asthma. My grandbabies, I have a couple of grandbabies that have asthma, but they don't all reside with me. But anywho, I always make sure that I take off my clothing at the door. My wife has a problem with my shoes at the door. I'm not going to talk about that, but I always make sure I take off my clothing at the door, put it in the dryer, and then allow whatever germs or whatever thing cook and die, and then I put them, next to the laundry center for them to be washed. And my guest is having some technical difficulties right now. I'm gonna see if I can get her on again. If she can just sign off and come on again, hopefully I can bring her back on. So I want y'all to bear with me because she's an awesome and amazing person, and I want her to greet you all tonight. But if she can't, we're going to set something up for next time, because a lot of people, their phones and their TVs, even my TV went out today. I had to reboot the whole system, take everything out, because we had that bad storm for the past 2 or 3 days out here in Maryland and Silver Spring, and it knocked out a lot of stuff. So a lot of people are gradually trying to get their things back together again. And then I was on live today, meeting, doing groups and meeting with people and doing therapy and stuff like that. And then my computer did some kind of crazy stuff, my iPad, and the system was like kind of rebooting, connecting, and it turned me off and it took me back out, and I had to get back in again. So it has been a whole lot of technical difficulties and challenges with anything man-made, don't last, y'all. So, we gotta, bear with the whole system thing, systematic systems, and do what we can do. But I also want to say that, I just thank everybody that is on tonight. Again, we're talking about blended families. Hi, my god baby is on. I haven't seen her for so long. Hi, booby. My baby is on, and she's is magnificent, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm not gonna go into telling your business, booby. So we just gonna, move on. But my god baby's on. She support me tonight. I love you, I love you, I love you. For my sister-in-law who was on, for my wife who was on, for my other sister Dottie who was on, for everybody who's on, everybody is enjoying it. Thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting me, for supporting Randomly Speaking. We always awesome. We always glad to have you. You guys are awesome. Okay. Another thing. Yes, Shay is on. Hey, Shay, how you doing? I'm trying to get you on. I think you have to hang up, call again, and I'll invite you over again. I love you too, God baby. I hang up and I'll see if I can invite you again. I'm trying to get this thing working. So even if you're having technical difficulties, Shay, we can just try to pick it up and do it again. But she is amazing. Y'all have to see her name down there. Y'all have to hook up to some of her things that she does on Facebook and Instagram and stuff. She is a great motivational speaker, and her company is ShayShift. And I just want to give you a shout out, Shay. Is that all right? I'm giving you a shout out tonight because you really captured me, and I always was drove to work before the pandemic, and I was always listening to you on Facebook, because I always have my Facebook on, seeing what's going on, seeing what's good, seeing what news and whatever. And I'm always going on trying to check out things, and I always hear your voice in the morning, whether you're driving, whether you're stationary, and you just educating people, and you are, motivating people to just be happy and do the right thing and look out for themselves and take care of their mental health and take care of their spiritual well-being and connecting with their source of what gives them that energy and what gives them that encouragement, that light. And you always influence me. And one of my good girlfriends, Kim from out there in Florida, she said, why don't you have Shay on? And I was like, oh my God, I love her. I'm always watching her. She always gives people energy in the morning. And with her energy mixing with my energy, I know it's going to be a force to be reckoned with. So I want to get her on my show. We're going to try and push again for next week, Shay, if you don't mind. And we're just going to blow up the spot. So I want everyone to know that my girl Shay Swift would be on. Her name is Shay Forbes Wilson on Facebook. Follow her. She is amazing. She is amazing. She is amazing. If you want to get a pick-me-up, if you don't drink coffee and you want to get a pick-me-up, you need to join her. And she is so wonderful. Callers, we got a call coming through. Let's answer. Hey, caller.
Hello, hey. Hey, Red, how are you, Minister? Shay.
Hey, this is Shay. You all, everybody give Shay some love. Send up some hearts and everything. Although her face couldn't be on tonight, she is here in person. I just love you, girl. You are fantastic. Everybody give Shay some love. Shay,
thank you. I appreciate you.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Listen, we got to uplift each other. I was telling my co-host, I said, listen, we got to uplift each other. Come on now. What is the world coming to?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Because iron sharpens iron every single time. Iron sharpens iron.
Absolutely. So if you want to go talk to the people, you got the floor. You know, I got you. I support you. Go ahead and talk to the people tonight and let them know how much love you bring, how much energy you bring, and how much you just love doing what you do. And I got to ask you a question after you finish.
All right. I'm so grateful and appreciative of God just talking through you and inviting me to be on your show. I appreciate that. I don't take that for granted or just because. So I appreciate you for reaching out. But let me tell you, my people, we are trying to do the things that we need to do. And when we're trying to get to something new, like this pandemic and the coronavirus, all this stuff is something new. This is a new normal.
Yeah.
But we are resilient people. We are built for this type of thing. We understand that God resides within us. So anything that comes up, we have the power to overcome it if we look at it like that. Now, we can go around feeling sorry for ourselves, and we can be fearful.
That's right.
It's okay to be afraid, but we got to know there's always a solution. There's always a way out. There's always a way to overcome it. Not just overcome and survive this thing, but also to thrive in the midst of all of this.
Yes.
In the midst of it. But we got to believe it. We got to have a vision for ourselves, even in the midst of situations that are not comfortable, even in the midst of everybody else being so fearful and so afraid.
Yeah.
But we know we have a God that's a big God. We're not talking about a God that looks like us. We're talking about a God that's beyond, God that created worlds.
Yes.
God that has the sun suspended. We're not talking about ourselves now. We're not seeing what we see every day. We're talking about something that's going to require us to dig down deeper than what we've ever been before, which means we're going to be something new, which means that we get to release some things. We get to forgive some things. We get to redefine some things. We get to become something new. We're talking about renewing our minds.
Yeah.
These situations always make us renew our minds.
Amen. Amen.
We just don't realize what opportunity is.
Amen.
So when I sit down, I look at us, I say, look, we got a chance to do something different right here, right now. We got a chance to be a part of history right now.
Yes.
But we have to have a vision for ourselves individually and collectively. And so we have to come up with all of our gifts, the gifts that we have. This is the time to share them. This is the time to come up and
speak.
To do things that you want to do. This is the time to release all the old baggage. This is the time.
Yes.
We can't do something new and hold on to something old.
Go ahead, tell them, Shay.
How's that gonna work for us?
Yeah.
I mean, we have to. It's time. And we are prepared, and we are absolutely prepared for it. We have the strength for it. We have the ability to overcome it. But we must have a vision for it. If we're looking at everyday things and regurgitating what we see on the news and regurgitating what we talk about every day, then all we're going to get is everyday old stuff.
Yeah.
But when we start looking at a vision and having a vision and saying, you know what, this is an opportunity for me to move in a different way, to leave the job that I always want to leave and start a business, to start dealing with my weight issue, or to start dealing with my love issue.
Right.
And at this time, God, I'm going to listen to you, God, because how I've been doing it ain't been working. So I'm willing to now do something different, do something new. And that's going to require me to move differently.
That's right.
And I trust you enough, God. To show me how this looks. Now, I'm going to look a little weird to some people sometimes, and it's probably going to be feeling weird to me because I've never been this way before.
Go ahead.
You said you send me some guys. You said I had the resources.
That's
you said everywhere I put my feet, that's mine.
That's right.
Let me get
That's
quiet
right.
with you.
That's right.
Let me
That's
get
right.
quiet with you. And so you can tell me how to move this way, how to love better, how to be better in this, how to become who I want to become. How do I calibrate into who I want to be?
Yes.
It doesn't matter what I was before. Just I want to become who I know I was designed to be. I got some potential in me that I have not exhausted.
That's right. That's right.
In me that I have not exhausted. And it doesn't matter how old we are. That's just man-made rules. We start talking about how old.
Come on, Gar. Come on, Shay.
Look, we start talking. We start arguing for our limitations. we start talking about all the things, and then we forget that. Then we on another day we start talking about how good God is. Well, let me see how good you are, God, because this is what I need to do in my life.
Yes.
And this is the thing. I'm willing to do the work, God. Look, I'm willing to put in the work. I'm willing to, if I can go to the gym every day, I go to the gym every day, then I can do the work of my heart.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
I can do the work of becoming who you want me to be. And it doesn't matter what age I am. You say you're a miracle worker. I want to see the miracle.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I'm not going to sit down and say, God, do this for me. I'm saying, God, show me how to do it.
Hey,
you show me how to do it.
Come on
now. That way, I know I get it right. That way, I'm loving people right. That way, I'm sharing my gifts regardless of what anybody else thinks.
That's right.
That way, I know it's you and me, God, no matter what. No matter what my relationship looks like, my relationship is really about you and I, God.
That's right. That's right.
To whoever else comes in my face.
That's right.
To whoever else comes in my face.
Absolutely.
So it's just about iron sharpening iron. What I do best is encourage and inspire and bring out the greatness in the people around me. What I do best is remind you of who you really are.
That's right.
I don't care what it looks like. Let me tell you who you really are.
Yes, yes.
You're God's child. You're a miracle. You're built for this. You're built tough.
Come on.
You're built loving.
Yes.
You're built for all of it. All of it. The coronavirus ain't got nothing when you start thinking, realizing who you are.
That's right. That's right.
You start taking care of better care of yourself.
That's right.
You start sitting with God a little bit more so you can navigate situations that you've never been before.
That's right.
The beauty of this pandemic is people have gotten closer to God. The beauty of this pandemic is people have gotten closer to their
That's right. That's right. That's
right. The beauty of this pandemic is people got some rest.
That's right.
People got some rest. And you get a chance to refocus now.
That's right.
The beauty of this pandemic, I said, hold up. You know you've been wanting a vacation, but you just got one. Yeah, it came a little funky. You know,
all right.
Weird. However, you just got a vacation.
You better go ahead. That's right. That's right. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh yeah, you're gonna make me preach on here tonight. Now you know. Oh come on. Now you done inspired me. Now you know. Oh my God. I know a lot of you are inspired out there. Y'all press like and share. This woman always have something positive to say. And I just want to ask you, Shay, how do you do it out of everything that's going on? And every morning I used to watch you as I was driving down Georgia Avenue to work, and I hear your voice come on because I have you on my alert and my notification. So when you show up, you surely come with the spirit of showing out. And when I hear your words and of encouragement, I'm like, you know what? If she can do it, I can do it too. And everybody always asks me, how do you have so much energy to do what you do? How do you wake up with a smile? My wife even get up and go, where you get all this energy from? And you know, people ask me that. So I want to ask you, with everything that's going on, and you may be going through some stuff in your life, but every time you show up for the people, you always come with some inspiration, no matter what it looks like. You always come in with some inspiration. So tell me, besides God, I know that God keep us, but besides that, how do you continue to stay motivated in the time of this pandemic, and the time of going through personal things in yourself, and in the time of dealing with certain situations with family members and friends? How do you continue to stay ShaySwift?
Okay, you know, and with ShayShift, what I really do is what I've learned about myself is that I am a mood shifter and a spirit lifter.
That's
and what
right.
that looks like for me is that the way I do that is because I stay grounded with God, but I also remember the dreams and visions that God has given me for our people and who we are.
Yes.
No matter what it looks like, it is a time for us to either reflect and grow. There's a time for us to do certain things.
Right.
What I do best is hold the vision.
That's right.
And I hold the space and I hold the prayer. So when I get up, I usually have made sure I've already done my meditation and my workout, and I know what my gift is. I know that and to inspire. I know that I am to remind
Awesome.
those
Yes.
people that I love, those in my voice to come with the thunder with what I know.
Right.
Not what I'm saying, but what I know. Not what I believe, but what I know to be true. That if we can create it in our minds, we can have this thing.
We sure can.
We talk about faith, many times to utilize our faith.
That's right.
And so all I do is remind you of who you are, and then you take the rest of it, because we all have the relationship with God. We all have.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody always asks me that. And my thing is that I always go back to Job. You know, out of everything that Job went through, Job still praised God. So I ain't never went through 10% of what Job had went through. So if God gives me another day, not if God give me, if God gifted me this day in this moment, I'm going to continue to live in it, and I'm going to ride it till the wheels fall off. And that's how I get my energy and my strength. But to see another sister with the same energy and with the identical praise in her heart and spirit and the gift of thanks in her mouth, I'm like, oh my God, if you put those two people in the same room, what are you going to get? If people are really going to see the fire, you know, that is manifested within us? So listen, I'm just so grateful for this opportunity, just that you to grace us with your presence and you just being here, because I'm telling you, if you did that for me and God allowed you to come every morning when I'm driving, and I know a lot of people out there who know you or who know of you, they feel the same way and they feel the same love. So I want to say I appreciate you for everything that you have given the people, especially in this time. Especially in this time. And you are about your Father's business. So let me tell you that.
Thank you. And may I say this, Minister?
Sure. Yes.
One of the things that I have a soft spot for are my clergy friends, my ministers, my rabbis, my priests, my pastors, my reverends. It's the work that you guys do. It's hard and it's lonely many times.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's no one to hold the space for you. There's no one to speak into you besides your spouses. I mean.
Yeah. I hear you.
And so what I do best is really I speak to leaders, and I think all of us are leaders.
Yes, we are.
But when you get weary, there's a place that someone needs to remind you that you're still there, you still hold the vision, and you still have the gift, even when it doesn't look like it.
That's right.
So I look beyond what I see in reality many times, and I speak into existence what I desire. And so I speak that many times for other people, what that looks like, and remember the vision, and reminding you how to move toward that, opposed to moving away from that.
That's right.
And so I do that. That's just one of the things. So people like you, I do what I do for people like you that's holding the front line.
Oh, God bless you. Oh my God, that means so much to me, and I so much appreciate you. I tell a lot of people, a lot of times, people want us to pray for them, but they forget. And I tell people, pray for me too, and send up those sincere prayers. Don't tell me you're gonna pray for me. You're just gonna go and you're gonna talk about me. I want you to pray for me. That's what you're gonna do, and be sincere about it. Be intentional about your words to God, because God knows your heart. So be intentional. But if you don't, I say, God, be the glory. And then I leave it as that, because I know God gonna fight my battles from there. So I so much appreciate your words, and I so much appreciate your spirit and everything that you are and everything that God says you are. And no matter what nobody else says, it only matters what God sees when God looks at you. All right?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And you got to come again. I'm going to invite you again. And for everybody out there, I want y'all to hit her Facebook up and ask her any kind of questions you want to ask her. I know she'll be delighted to answer your questions and just say a word to you. So again, I thank you, Shay, so much for attending. And if you want, stay tuned. And if you feel like coming back, just wave your hand up at me and say, I'm going to call you back at the end. It's all right with me. But I thank you so much. And I know you're having technical difficulties, and so is a lot of people. But I thank you for feeling it's not robbery to call in, even in the challenge, to make sure that your voice is heard and that people get what they need. So I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. You're very welcome. Have a good night. I'll touch base with you after the show.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh my God, everybody. It was wonderful. Wasn't it a delight? Wasn't it a delight to have Shay to just come on and just give y'all some? If y'all haven't heard from her or if y'all haven't heard of her, she's on my Facebook page. She's on this live tonight. Look up the feed and get her name. Shay Forbes Wilson. She is amazing, 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 amazing. And God used his people to do his work, and they come in every form, every color, everything. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge me what I have on, what I don't have on, what I don't wear. If I don't wear Prada, if I don't have red bottoms, if I don't wear Gucci, if I don't wear Louis Vuitton, God has those things. Those old things, they're gonna pass away. Those materialistic things gonna pass away. What's gonna last in your end is your heart. So your heart is what counts. And if you do things from your heart and you do it intentionally with the God unconditional love, it's going to come back to you. It's going to come back to you in tenfold. So again, people, whatever you do in my name, do it intentional. If you say you're going to pray for me intentionally, and make sure it's some good works now. Make sure it's some good works. So I just ask you all tonight to be inspired, to be inspired, to be inspired. I talked to my co-host tonight. She told me some good things. I had some things weighing on me, and I just want to share that with you. Hi, and that's my sis as well. And I had some things weighing on me, and she was able to talk to me about some of those certain things that I've been, pondering about. Because sometimes you need that sister girl, that other person that is going to not agree with you, but disagree and say, I want you to do it this way instead of that way. So I appreciate it for that. I wasn't looking for no one to tell me what I need to hear. And I say that I don't have people in my life that will tell me the truth. But sometimes you just need to know what person you need to go get what you need to go get it from when you need to go get it. If I want to go with my sister Keisha to go shopping and know that she ain't going to go stop and get nothing to eat, we're just going to go shopping all day until we drop, I go chill with Keisha. But if I want to go chill with my sister Angie, who we're going to go get something to eat, and we're going to come home, we're going to relax on the couch and maybe catch a nap, I go check her out. But when I want to go to my sister Tasha, we want to go get some snacks, and we want to do all of the above, that's the sister I'm going to call. You understand? When I want to go chill with my sister Veronica, oh my God, we're going to go get all the kids. We're going to go to Disney World. We're going to do fly-by-night stuff, and we're going to get it done, and we're going to have a good time. That's who I go talk to. You understand what I'm saying? So we have different sisters for different reasons and different occasions. It doesn't mean you like one better than the other. It means that person gives you what you need when you need it. So that's what I want y'all to understand tonight. So I really want to thank Shay again. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you. I love you to life too, sis. Thank you all for joining tonight. So tonight we're going to get into blended families. This is my thing. I love my blended family. Although we have our ups and downs. And people might say, what is a blended family? Although we have our ups and downs in our blended family, we still love them. But what is a blended family? A blended family is two families that come together and they emerge and they entangle. But sometimes you got to go through those obstacles to get where you're trying to go. Blended families could be two moms, two dads, a mom and a dad, divorcees that are merging together, somebody that may be a widow and have children, and they coming together with your children and you blending in. Or it could be somebody that's coming in who is single, who don't have no children, but somebody else who have children, who are divorced or widow, and they come in into the family and they are blending together. And you are living under one roof after you guys, commit to yourselves and say you want to be together. So that's what my wife and I did. So it wasn't easy. So how many of y'all think that blended families are easy? Shoot, being in your own family is not easy half the time. You got to do some finagling. You got to do some ups and downs. You got to shed some tears. You got to, roll, and you got to bounce, and you got to move away, and you got to come back. And, you got to do all this kind of shifting and altering and, so y'all can get it right. Because as we blend and as we have our families and we're in our families, we are constantly growing, you all. We are constantly growing into ourselves. So when me and you can get along, I may have two of my kids that got along when they was little. Like two of my girls, they the same age. Their birthday is 2 months, 3 months apart. They get along great when they was little. They was always in trouble, always in everything. And that was my wife's child and my child. So they were always in everything, always getting themselves in trouble. But as they grew up, it's okay, baby, you late. I'll penalize you later. Don't worry about it. I got you. So as you grow up, you may change, and you change difference of opinion, and you become other new people. And You don't share the same views anymore. So you may bump heads as you go. How many of y'all know? How many of y'all have done? How many of y'all have done that or that have happened to you before? Come on now, give me some likes, give me some shares, and throw out some questions here. Call me on my phone at 240-661-7539. Blended family is not easy. It's not TV make it easy, but it's not all cracked up as it should be. Now, the show that I watched when they blended family was when the men and the woman come together. Oh my God, I forgot that show, babe. Come on, two households came together, and it's an old movie. They turned into a new movie. When I get to the name, I'll let y'all know. But they blended families, and they thought it was gonna be easy, but it wasn't easy. Like the Brady Bunch, they blended families. They thought it was going to be easy, but it wasn't easy because their kids had different of opinions. Some wanted to share the room, some didn't want to share the room. Some thought that their parents were liking the step kids more than they was liking them, and spending more time with this one than they was spending time with that one. So it was always friction, and it was always a matter of opinions, and it was always, listen, thank you ladies, we had 10 kids. My wife and I have 10 kids together. She has 6 girls, I have 2 girls and 2 boys. And when we blended, like my baby was like maybe 13, 14, something around that age when we blended. And all because that was my baby and I had her to myself, and she was a big girl. When the twins came around and she noticed how much attention I was giving the 5-year-olds, or I think it was 5 or going on 6 at the time, or just turned 6. And she was like, oh, okay. She loved that we have a big family because she have other sisters and stuff like that. But she was like, okay, I'm used to mommy just doing that with me, laying up with me, cuddling with me. And not that I didn't still do that with her, but because she was sharing me with 6 other people that we are trying to blend with and trying to mesh with, it was a fight. It was a battle. And it wasn't that she was mean. It was she used to come to me and say, mommy, you don't love me no more. Or she'd do something to get my attention. And it's usually like acting up. Like she went to the park one day and she had the twin sneakers. I don't know how it went, but the twins can tell you the story good. But my child brought home a rabbit, and it was living upstairs in their room in this shoe. And when I became aware that my kid had a rabbit in our home, a wild rabbit at that, I had to tell her, take the rabbit outside, back where you found it, and let it go. You understand? So she was doing stuff like that. Although she loved animals, she was just doing stuff like that to get my attention. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to like split my time, and boy, wasn't it was exhausting because everybody had their differences. My wife was still working crazy hours. I was the one that was able to come home, get the kids settled, and wait for her. And, we come together as a family. But then most of the time, the little ones would sleep, and only she got to see the bigger ones. So then the twins was missing her. So I used to wake them up in the mornings at 5 o'clock when we got up, got them ready for school. There was one while they was getting ready 3 hours, 4 hours before they needed to be in school, because I wanted them to spend time with their mom, because they expressed how much they missed their mom. So I got them dressed early in the morning. All the other big kids got their buses, went off to school, and I took them all the way to drive mommy to work so they could spend that time with her. They got spoiled because she brought them breakfast, and then I took them to school, and then they showed up with Paneras or stuff like that, and their friends were like, oh, whoa. So they just knew they was big shots. So the sacrifices that we make for our children and our family, it is hard meshing and blending families. And then you have 2 want to fight, and these upstairs on the 3rd floor, because we had a townhouse, we had 3 floors, we had a big place, and this one getting into this one over here. And then we had our quiet child that was really nice and quiet, just had her baby. She ain't bothered nobody long as my baby had her TV, her Hannah Montana and all that. So everybody, she didn't bother nobody. So everybody had a difference of what they done. We had mischievous kids, we had quiet sneaky kids, then we just had kids that was doing whatever, then we had the babies. So it wasn't never a dull moment in our house. It was always something going on. You understand? When everybody start branching out, moving out, you do miss that. So then y'all had those family events, but it's still not the same because everybody done branched off, went home, and all of that stuff like that. But blended families take work. Don't think you're going to go into it and you're gonna have this nice, good old life and a white picket fence, and then you're gonna have a cat, and you're gonna have a dog, and the kids are all gonna get along, and they're gonna play hopscotch, and they may play Twister, and they may do Monopoly, and you may just come home from work one day and the house is trash. You didn't have no pets, but it looked like you had an elephant done chewed it up and spit it out. And this one is mad at this one, and two is upstairs on the third floor, and the other one's downstairs mad at each other. One in the bathroom crying, the other one up there trying to stuff their bra and their panties and put on makeup. So you have all of this going on in this house, and you like, what did we do? So long and behold, once we put everybody to sleep, yeah, my wife and I have that little 10 minutes with ourselves before we fall asleep. You understand? It is hard. It is not easy. Then you got to talk about finances. Then you have to talk about who's doing what, who's picking up who's cooking this day, who's doing this day. How are we going to deal with because these kids come with fathers and mothers, if they're not deceased. So how are we going to deal with this dad? How are we going to deal with this mom? What is this going to look like when the kids go over here? And what is that going to look like? It's not easy, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. So we learn to maneuver. So just like you have to learn how to be a parent, you have to learn how to be a blended family parent. Parents, step parents, know your role. Don't go in there thinking that you're going to change other people's lives and flick other people with your opinions and your rules and what you did with your children and all that stuff. You can't do that. You can't go in there acting like all of that. You have to go in there and say, okay, speak to that significant other and be like, all right, this is how we're going to do things. This is what it's going to look like. You deal with your children when it comes to discipline. I deal with my children when it comes to discipline. Whatever that looks like to y'all. You understand? Okay, we can talk about punishments. We can talk about and agree on this and that. But again, when they have those parentals that's outside the home that they had these wonderful, beautiful children with, those have to be considered. How do you do that? How do you do that without stepping on one person's toe? How do you do that? So sometimes as step parents, when you're dealing with that child that is, because in our house, we didn't do with the step stuff. But in your mind, in your thought process, you have to always remember, y'all can be close, y'all can be tight, y'all can be booed up, y'all can be all of this. But at the end of the day, when it comes to difference of opinion, you have to know the balance. You have to know when to step back. You have to know when to jump out because it's not your turn. You understand? You have to know that. And we had to balance that out. In the beginning, we thought we was both going to be doing whatever. But it didn't work out that way. So we had to change the way we did some things. And because some of those things wasn't discussed, we had to discuss it on the way up. You understand? Everybody wasn't happy. You got some kids hoping that their parents get back together. Some kids happy that we are in this situation. And it's just a lot of difference of opinions. It's just a lot, but it's a lot of love everywhere. It's a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings. Can I love 3 people? Can I love 4 people the same? Can I love mommy and her girlfriend or her boyfriend and still love my dad or him, my dad and a girlfriend, or my mom and a girlfriend? It's a lot that the kids go through when you are blending families. And you always have to stop and ask them, how do they feel? Because they got a lot going on. They don't know from what to what. And not to mention, if you are in a relationship, heterosexual relationship, and then all of a sudden you get into a lesbian relationship or a gay relationship, and then all of a sudden the dynamics, it's like, boom. It's like jumping out of a window, hitting the concrete, boom, and not bouncing up. You just stuck, stay there. And that's how it can be. It's like a tractor trailer hitting you without you even getting an opportunity to breathe. So blended families are not easy. So those of us who find these new booze and find these new loves and get into relationships, try to talk to some of those other successful blended families or